Hi guys, we are going to do an upper body strength workout today. So all you need is a space that you're comfortable with. If you have a mat, by all means use it. If you'd rather use a rug or something, by all means do that. If you would like to make things a little bit less challenging, have a nice solid chair off to the side for a few of the exercises. I don't recommend a folding chair, but that's what I have in my basement, so that's what I'm using. Okay, so we're gonna get started. We're actually going to incorporate the warm-up into our workout. So if you'd like to use the chair, here would be where you would start with the chair. You're gonna take your hands onto the sides of the chair and you're going to drop your chest forward and then press back out. So it's called a scapular push-up. So I'll just show it again on the chair. You can do this with your hands on the floor as well. Shoulders back, press out so your chin stays tucked so your spine's long. Your elbows should have very little bend to them. Chest forward, press back up. So you've got 4 more. 5, I can't count today. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We'll just sit back. We're going to roll those shoulders out. You should feel that your shoulders are feeling a little bit warmed up. Let's do a few shoulder rolls. We are going to come down to the mat for the rest of our exercises. So you can come down to the floor. You can sit however's comfortable. Other direction with those shoulder circles or those arm circles. And then just roll it out. You can kind of be like a chicken wing. Walk. You guys, every time I think of chicken wings, I think of that darn song that my kids sing all the time. Other direction. Chicken and macaroni. Hot dog and sorry. Okay. Next, we're going to do a down dog to plank to chaturanga. So stick with me here, listening to my cues. You're going to come hands shoulder distance apart. You're going to hitch the toes under the feet, come up into a down dog. So for some people, just the down dog alone is going to be challenging, especially if you have tight hamstrings. But you're going to press the ground away. The insides of your elbows rotate up towards the ground or up towards the ceiling. So when I say that, I mean inside of the elbows in, turn it up. Okay, so turn both of them up. You bend the knees as needed, you lift your hips. So this is our starting position on our down dog. Now we're gonna pretend we have a hurdle right here across the middle of our mats or right underneath our body. We're gonna lift up and over the hurdle and come into a plank. So for some of us, we're just gonna do this movement. Go from the down dog to the plank, up and over the hurdle, back into the down dog. Okay, so you can go up and over the hurdle into plank, up and over the hurdle into down dog, or you can add on an added challenge. Up and over the hurdle into plank, lower down with control into chaturanga, press back up into plank, up and over the hurdle into down dog. Okay, so we've got 4 more. Up and over, chaturanga, press back up and over the hurdle, down dog. 3 more. Whew. 2 more, and if you want to keep adding the chaturanga but you can't get back up, come down on your toes, come to your knees, press back up, lift into plank, up and over the hurdle. Last one. Up and over, lower down with control, press back up, plank, up and over the hurdle. Woo! Drop to those knees. Great work. Those are challenging. Okay, you're going to come onto your tummy. Make sure you've got enough space out in front of you to extend your arms. Tuck that chin, lengthen through the back of the neck. You're going to lift the hands up. Draw the elbows back towards the body, pulling the shoulders away from the ears, kind of lifting the chest gently, but not looking forward. We're still looking right down at the ground in front of us. Extend it back out, lower down. So we're going to go a little faster than I just explained it. So we're going to come up, draw elbows back, shoulders back and down. Just pause for a squeeze. Extend, release. Up, draw back, pause. Extend, release. We got 6, 5, 4, Make sure to do the pause. Keep it nice and slow. 3, 2. Last one. Extend. Release back down. Hands under the shoulders. Use those knees. Press up and on to all fours. Okay. We are going to come into a bird dog alternating sides. So we're going to bring the hands under the shoulders, the knees under the hips. If you need some extra cushioning under your knees, go for it. Roll up a towel or a blanket. Whew. We're going to lift that belly button up and into the spine. So another way that I like to cue this so you get that core contraction is fake cough. And that contraction you get in your belly when you fake cough is the contraction you want to hold. So you've got that contraction there. Nice, slow, and controlled. We're going to exhale, extend the opposite arm and leg. Bring it back in. Inhale, switch sides. Exhale, out and in. Inhale, out and in. I'm making my breath really exaggerated, hoping you can hear it. Keep going, keeping those hips nice and stable throughout. Keeping that core contraction, regaining it with each exhale as needed. I've totally lost count again. Story of my life. We'll go with 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Whoa, 1 more each side. I almost let you off easy there. Woo! Sit it up, roll it out. Shake out those shoulders. 1 more exercise, then we're going to repeat everything 1 time. Okay, so you're going to come onto your side. We're doing side plank like dips. They're going to work your shoulder and your obliques. So you have a choice. You can be on the hand. My wrists don't like that. So I always come to the forearm. My knees are going to be right out from my hips. Tuck those hips up, or tuck those hips so that they're one on top of the other. If you want to make it more challenging, you can extend that top leg, but we're not going to extend the bottom leg, even if you know you can, because this is how we work the obliques the way that I want to in this exercise. So bottom knee stays bent. We're going to go 10 up. So top leg can either be up or knees bent. Ready? Hip over hip, and we're coming up for 10. 9, 8. See how my hand's on my hip? That's to keep it one over the other. If my shoulder were being wonky, I would keep it like this to keep my shoulders over the other. As soon as I take my hand off the hip, my hip falls back. Maybe if I extend my leg, that'll correct it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to switch over to the other side. You're going to notice that you felt that in your glutes too. It's totally normal, totally okay. But we're working through the obliques and the shoulder as well. So again, you can be on your hand or on the elbow, shoulder over shoulder, hip over hip. Get that hip over the other hip. No hip back. Hip over hip. Knees are bent or that top leg's lengthened, whichever you prefer. Chin's tucked. And up for 10. 9, 8, 7. Ooh, I was tucking my chin down. 6. Keep your gaze out in front of you. Don't look back at your belly. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Shake it out, wiggle it out, roll it out, rock it out. Grab a drink. We're doing everything 1 more time. Okay? I know you can do it, even if it's like, whoa, my shoulders are burning. Take it down a notch. Or if you're like, yep, I've got this. Or if you're stubborn, like me, you're going to push through everything maxed out. Don't hurt yourself. So if you're like, oh, that's starting to hurt, drop it back to the lower variations. I'll remind you of everything 1 more time. All right, scapular push-ups. If you want to come back up to that elevated surface, by all means, you can also do it from all 4s, or right onto those toes. Chest drops, press back. So your shoulder blades squeeze together, then they press away from each other. Try to keep that neck long. No dropping your head in. 6, 5. I actually look out at the edge of my yoga mat. 4, 3. Remember, you can do it from your knees. 2, and 1. Woo! Here we go. Downward facing dog. Let's get in that nice strong down dog. Hips are lifted up. Knees are bent as needed. Those elbow creases turn towards the sky. Your neck is long. Up and over the hurdle and into plank. Let's practice one up and over into down dog. All right, here we go. You can keep just going plank to down dog, or up and over the hurdle plank. Lower down chaturanga. Push back up either from the toes or the knees. Up and over the plank down dog. Up and over. Plank. Chaturanga. Press up, use your knees if you need to. Up and over the hurdle. All right, that's 2. We got 3 more. Whew. Use those knees when you need to. Pop back into plank. Get over the hurdle. Get over the hurdle. Lower down. Knees back up. Plank. Up and over. One last time. You've got this. Up and over. Down. Use those knees. Press back up. Plank. Up and over the hurdle. Wow. All right. You can drop to your knees and lower to your belly, or if you really want to push it, you can come forward and come on. Arms out in front of you, palms down, head's neutral, tuck it in, lengthen that spine, lift, draw back, pinch those shoulder blades together, extend back out, lower down, up, draw back, extend, release. Make sure you're pausing at that drawback, keeping that neck long. We all want to stand tall. We all want to stand proud. We all spend way too much time on tech. Hunched over those computers, hunched over our cell phones or our tablets, hunched over eating, hunched over driving. I lost count again. Woo! We're going to do 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Where I was going with that is those, I call them I to W. I don't really know if that's right or not. Back up and onto all fours. Take a little wiggle, take a little shake. We're getting into that bird dog position. Anyways, that last one helps to counteract that hunched over that we all do too much of. Okay, fake cough if you need to. Get that core contraction. Exhale, extend, bring it back in. Inhale, switch sides. I'm counting this time. For now. Keep the neck long. Try to keep those hips and shoulders stable. 5, 4. Make sure you've still got that core contraction. Again, keep those hips stable. It's more important to keep the hips in line than it is to get the leg high. Okay, so remember that. It's more important to keep those hips and shoulders stable. This is your last one, each side. Oh yeah. Last exercise, side planks. We're coming on to our side. Again, you can do it from the hand or you can do it from the elbow. Shoulder over your hand or your elbow, whether you're on your hand or the elbow. And then other shoulder over top, knees, hip over hip. Extend that top leg if you want. Gaze out in front of you. Here we go for 10, 9, 8. You can reach around and feel the oblique working if you want. 7, 6. Just don't let your chest collapse in. 5, 4. Keep it tall, keep it long. 2, and 1. Good. Roll over. We're going with the other side. Here we go. Get in line. Elbow under shoulder or hand under shoulder, whichever you're doing. Shoulder over shoulder, hip over hip. On those knees, extend that top leg if you want to. Ready, here we go. 10. Again, you can reach over and feel that oblique working. 6, 5, keep it tall, keep it long. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great work. So proud of you. 15 minutes, that's all it took. Whoop, 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 whoop. Now you're ready to go punch something. No, I'm just kidding. All right, quick stretch of the chest. You can stand up if you prefer, be on your knees. Just interlace those fingers behind you. Drop them down, open the chest, bring your gaze up. Let's open that up, draw those shoulders back and down. You should totally do this stretch like 19 times a day. Maybe more. 19 is oddly specific, but do this stretch several times a day. Help open that chest. You can do it where it gets the whole front of your body like I'm doing right now with my ribs open, or drop those ribs, really drop the chest or shoulders, and then focus just on the chest. So it's up to you. Okay, we'll bring those hands out in front, fingertips or palms stay, fingertips interlace, palms stay facing towards you. Drop those shoulders, pull those hands away. Lengthen through the spine. Give yourself a triple chin, maybe even a quadruple one. Good. And let's just reach it over one side. Open through that side body. And then other side, again, you can do this seated. You can do it on your knees. You can do it standing. Whatever you prefer. Good. We're going to go up, shoulders up. Exhale. Let it down. One more time. You did it. Great work. See you back here tomorrow. Have a fabulous day.